presentation of awards today, and we'd like to make some of the members make it to the front to receive these awards. Please, Andy Evans, can you come up to the front?
Best looking guy we got here.
He is receiving the Jack Weich Award.
Jack Weich. These are the four biggest awards that we give out. Thank you very much. What is it? Service.
Yeah, man. Lions fiscal year.
From last year.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Langston, Cecil, can you come up to the front, please? He received the Texas Lions Foundation.
Wow. Gorgeous.
Go people.
That's the prettiest award we give out. Look at this.
Congratulations.
That is gorgeous.
That's good. That's special.
Hold it up so we can
Let me see it.
On behalf of the Lions Club International Foundation, congratulations and becoming a Melvin Jones Fellow. The Melvin Jones Fellowship is named for Melvin Jones, the founder of the Lions Club International, and is largely due to the growth of the fellowship program that LCIF has been able to meet humanitarian needs in communities around the world. So please, Mike Shuka, can you come up to the front?
Speech, Mike.
Wow.
Speech.
Oh.
Tell from the story. Short.
Wow. All right.
On behalf of the Lions Club Foundation, congratulations on becoming a Melvin Jones Fellow. Mr. Clarke Evans, can you please come up?
Good job, Clark.
Because they didn't get one away last year.
Clarke,
Oh,
congratulations.
yeah. That's the back. That's the back.
We got another one for Lion of the Year. In recognition of outstanding service, loyalty, and devotion to the Lionism. Please come up, Mitch Eckhardt.
Well deserved.
Wow, that is
a surprise and an honor. Yeah, it's a surprise and an honor. Thank you guys so much.
Well deserved.
Yeah, wow. Thank you.
This week I talked with Corey Cochran, Chief of Livingston Volunteer Fire Department. He brought some of his guys. I let him introduce, brought a guy from the Forest Service. So he's going to talk a little bit about what Livingston Fire Department does, along with, in conjunction and working along with the Forest Service. So Corey Cochran, Chief, Livingston Volunteer Fire Department.
Hey, Clarke. Good job, Mark.
1, 2, I guess. Okay, well, it's an honor to be here, to come to speak to any group. We appreciate that opportunity. We appreciate the opportunity to just give an overview. Anything that we do, anything that y'all do in your daily lives, accountability is important, and it's important for us to let you know, to give you that accountability of what we do, how we operate, and how our funds, whether they're funds from the city or funds from your pockets as contributions, how they're spent and invested. Now, we're an all-volunteer fire department, 40 members, 3 stations. And in a few weeks, Station 4 out on Farm Road 350 will be under construction. Last year, we responded to 551 calls. In 14, 527 calls. But back up a little bit, back in some of those fire seasons, in 10, 748 calls, and in 2011, 808 calls. Wow. So you see, we stay busy, and it kind of depends on the conditions and what's going on too with Mother Nature. That puts a lot of pressure and a lot of load on us. But let's just stop right there for just a moment and look back. As many of you remember, August 23rd, 2015, we turned 100 years old. And many of y'all were involved and helped us with that celebration and those important times. Now, yes, we have 40 members. We're not the first 40, and we won't be the last 40. But since August 23rd, 1915, some 280 citizens have volunteered their services to protect Livingston and the Polk County area. 2 of them that go into that group of years gone by is Jack Jackson right here. Clarke Evans was up here a while ago. So like I say, we weren't the first 40, we won't be the last. But those are all links in the chain of our history. Now let's think about this. Today we have 3 stations. 1915 they had 3 8x8 sheds. Today we have 3 frontline engines. They had 3 hand-pulled hose carts that they pulled around town by firefighter power. So many things have changed over the years, and for the most part it's been positive, but the department has had times when they had to struggle. From 1945 to 1970, for whatever reason, the department lacked support of the community, lacked support of the city. B.R. Haynes, John's dad, John will be up here in a few moments, became fire chief in 1963. B.R., with the help of the group he had, Ricky Taylor's dad was one of those members, moved the fire department forward the best they could with what they had. In 1970, Tom Nevinger became city manager. And between B.R. and the staff he had and Tom working together, the department improvement began to flourish and take off. B.R. developed a comprehensive training program that John's going to cover how we've moved forward with that. Our first radio system was put in play in 1963. The first training facility was developed by BR. And today that training facility is grown, and it's out on 190 west of town next to Tractor Supply. Now BR retired in 1977, but we still owe him a great gratitude. His leadership challenged all of us today to keep the department moving forward. And today, and for the past 45 or so years, we've had great support and great relationship with the city of Livingston, as well as county governments. Now, I had to throw that in because Clarke wanted me to give him a little pub. But thanks to the city funding, our city funds provides a city mechanic, fire marshal, station attendant, dispatchers, our insurance, and in a business like we're in, the insurance is awful high. Because when they put fire or emergency on the side of a vehicle or a piece of equipment, it just jacks it right on up. So our insurance is astronomical. Our medical physicals, our equipment repair and maintenance. And when you have a fleet like we do and the conditions that we have to put those vehicles in, we have a lot of repair and maintenance. Fuel, utilities, fire training schools, some of our capital items, air packs, our personal protective equipment, hose and nozzles. But then the next step is where you come in. Contributions from the citizens provide the backbone of the Livingston Fire Department, or any fire department really for that matter. Today we have 3 engines, frontline engines, that were provided with contribution funds. We have 2 tankers, 2 brush trucks, 2 boats. Our entire radio system that dates back to 1963 and upgraded many, many times has been funded with your contribution funds. We have 5 complete sets of JAWS tools scattered on 4 different apparatuses. So whenever an apparatus arrives on scene, whatever the situation may be, if we've got to do an extrication, we're prepared. But that's thanks to contribution funds. 3 thermal cameras, a high pressure compressor system to fill our air packs. Heavy rescue truck that's sitting right out here that we just purchased last year. And part of the air pack inventory and personal protective equipment comes with our contributions and with grants that Jason's going to explain to you in a few moments. Now, we do have an engine and a ladder that was purchased by the city. And that doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when I cover the things that they do for us, like the insurance and the fuel and the repairs, and then what we do with our contribution funds, it all comes together to make us a successful department and capable of taking care of the needs and the requirements of the community. So, we don't complain. We work with the city, they work with us, and you as citizens and contributors, it all just comes out like mixing a cake, and the cake comes out perfect. So at this time, I'm going to call on Assistant Chief John Haynes. John is going to cover some of the things that we do in training and in, with our equipment and some of the costs of those items. So John, if you would come this way, please, sir.
Here's the chair.
Thank y'all for having us today. I'll talk something about our training, the training that we go through. We start a fireman out, we start training them in-house. We have a meeting every Tuesday night. No matter what else happens, you have fire practice 6:30 Tuesday evening. We have weekly drills. A lot of stuff we go over, we basic firefighting tactics and how to use the different equipment, but every Tuesday we'll have a drill. We also go to different area schools and classes that a lot of them put on by the Forest Service, and we'll send guys out to other areas to get trained. Texas A&M has a week-long municipal fire school every year. It's coming up. We're going to have several people there. We also do a training school for Livingston last weekend in February every year. We're coming up on the 40th year of that school. We bring firemen in and instructors from all over East Texas to give them hands-on fire training. That's 40 years of that school with Texas Engineering Extension Service. About the first 4 years were with the Texas Farm Bureau, so this school's been running over 40 years. And talking to some of the TEACS guys, it's one of the larger and more successful schools in the area. A little bit about how we roll once we get the firemen trained, get them on staff, everyone gets a pager that they carry with them 24/7. If they get a call, no matter what time, they can decide if they're close to the station, they'll go pick up apparatus. If not, they'll go directly to the fire scene and start doing a little assessment. Everyone has a mobile radio where they can talk back and forth and get some communication going. And now everyone has a handheld radio where they're on the scene, they get out of their vehicle, they can go around, and if everybody needs to know something, and do a little size up before you get there. Also, in the I guess new information age, everybody's got smartphones. We have a app on the smartphone that will also, it works as a backup to our radio pages. Once we get there, everybody's got the gear, structural gear, bunker coat, pants, helmet, hood, gloves, boots, and if it's a woodland wildland fire, we have wildland gear for that. Once that, if it's a structure fire where we go inside, got to have an air pack to throw into that, and a spare bottle. What I'm getting at, once we get a firefighter fully equipped with his protective gear, you're looking at about $12,000 nowadays. And that's for each fireman, and we've got 40.
Yes,
And of course, that needs to be replaced every now and
for
then.
5 years.
So, and that's about all I've got. Thank you very much, Jason Calvet
God,
with the
TFS
Fire
is great,
Service.
because if not, we'll never do it.
I'd ask Jason to come today, Fire Service program. Many of you just think of the Fire Service probably as a group that you see going down the road with a plow to go plow around a fire, but there's so many more things that they do. They're an extension of the fire department for what they provide, and I would venture to guess maybe close to $500,000 over the last 20 years or so that have come to this fire department through grants of the Fire Service. So, Jason, if you'll come forward and explain some of that policy.
We have to match 20%, they pay the rest.
Thank you, Mr. Corky. I'm Jason Calvet. I work for the Texas A&M Forest Service here in Livingston. We cover Polk and San Jacinto County as our initial response districts. We work pretty closely with the fire departments in those counties, and I got to say, with Mr. Corky and Mr. John Haynes, we have a seamless relationship when it comes to whether it be fire, whether local response level, or fire prevention programs to a lot of our schools, because that's where a lot of this becomes. I mean, any wildfire that can take place or doesn't happen is the best one to have to put out, one that we can teach and train our young ones coming up. We work really closely with Mr. Josh Moeller, do a lot of those prevention programs. In fact, October we cover every school in Polk County, all the way from Corrigan to Goodrich, Onalaska, Big Sandy, even the Montessori school and some of the private schools that we have. We do the Smoky programs and the smoke trailer and things like that. So whether it be on fire or anything else that we can help out with, that's what we're here to do, is support the volunteer fire departments, because without them, it's hard for us to do our job. With that, the state legislature has passed House Bill 2604, which is basically to assist those rural fire departments that may not have the funding they're able to. Mr. Haynes said $1,200 for bunker gear. I mean, $12,000, I apologize. $12,000, right, for bunker gear. I mean, and that's 40 members, and that has to be replaced every 5 years. Well, that comes a lot of out-of-pocket expense for the fire department and the community. So the Forest Service has developed that House bill, and we assist with that in giving, we give $24.3 million statewide annually every year. And that could be anywhere from equipment. We pay 90%, and the fire department's only responsible for the remaining 10. When it comes to personal protective equipment, whether it be bunker gear, we'll actually cost share that 90% as well. Training aids, whether it be any materials, computers, laptops, things like that, we cover 100%. and training tuition. So like the fire schools that he was talking about, we'll actually assist with that House bill, and pays 100% of that training. We as the Forest Service, we assist a lot with the Livingston Fire Department with the fire school, help them do that. We'll also put on local fire department classes for anybody in the county that needs it, as far as whether it be the reservation, on Alaska, wherever. So that is primarily where we try to spend a lot of our time, is just trying to get our fire departments where they need to be and help them in any way we can. So with that, Mr. Corky.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
An example of fire departments working together, and I think Ricky Holbrook was involved in it, but about 2 weeks ago, the water system on the on the west side of at the reservation failed. They had absolutely no water. They had somewhere around 150 homes and businesses without water. Well, with that, about 12 fire departments from around East Texas came together, and with about an hour's notice, and we shuttled about 60,000 gallons of water to restore their water supply. So just like the Forest Service, they're not always plowing around a fire. We're not always controlling a fire. There's so many other things that we do, but we work closely together, and that's just an example of the camaraderie we have, because we had Angelina County departments helping us. We had Tyler County, Jasper County, and I believe we had Liberty County. So, I mean, it was just came together with an hour's notice and started hauling water. So, those are the things we do. And I know that we're kind of pushing the time limit. So, let me just tell you, we appreciate you giving us this time, and we'll stay and answer questions. If you want to see the rescue truck, the equipment on the rescue truck, I think John's got some of the equipment in here, but I just want to remind you, in the next few weeks, we'll begin our 101st fund drive. So when somebody knocks on your door or comes by, or if you get a letter in the mail, don't forget us. That's how we survive. Now, let me just add this little tidbit. Some of you live probably in an area that another fire department serves. They're equally as important. So when they come with whether it's some kind of a feed, a fish fry, or barbecue, or whatever they may be doing, give them that consideration. And just remember, from our standpoint, as I started out, we're all volunteers. We're here to give you the service that you expect and the service that you deserve. Thank you.